pretty much. So basically then we decided, well look, we're just going to have to find someone who is, you know, willing to draw this stuff, and I guess you could call this making a deal with the devil. What we did, there's a website on the internet, it's called the Ranma Hentai Gallery.
Yes, I'm familiar with it.
That says a lot. Basically,
never went on there, trust me.
Basically what these guys do, the Ranma Hentai Gallery, is they sell comics, on pornographic comics obviously. What they do is they have their own three-dimensional backgrounds, and then they hire various artists to basically draw this hand-drawn character art, and they superimpose it into their comics. Right? So I contacted the webmaster of that site. One of his name is Shade, another guy is Deep Star. I contacted Shade, asked, hey, listen, I'm working on this project. Could I borrow your backgrounds? And he says, no, we want this to be unique, but if you want, I can send you all these different reference shots for all the different locations. Okay, sure, thank you. And Deep Star, he actually introduced us to DJBREIT, who was already working on his own, much more elaborate models of everything, all the locations, and all the the streets, the houses, etc., etc. And so we got in touch with DJBREIT, and he says, yeah, sure, I'm interested in doing this. And okay, now we've got the background art. We need someone to do the character art. And so three or four different character artists were considered. Right? And KJ, a guy from Japan, he was by far the best choice we could find, because as you can see from this picture, even though obviously his art is a bit raunchy at times, he captures the design of the characters from the manga, from the anime beautifully. And so when we sent him an email, you know, which I wrote in sort of broken English, I guess, because he speaks Japanese. Right. Hey, we're working on project. Would you like to do character art for us? Yes, okay. Basically, the rest is history. He signed on. So I think we've got probably quite a good team for this. We've got a person who's really wonderful at drawing Ranma characters, and then we've got this massively elaborate sets on the way for the project. Like this is obviously, it's not going to be like when you see an old cartoon, you see like the same scenery scrolling past in the background. This is an elaborate city. It's like almost like the Liberty City of Ranma 1. So when we see like people running past in the background, we're going to have this things, one unique feature after another. And then of course we've got cars, you know, for various chase scenes. You might have seen the cars on DVD times. So there's going to be cars, there's going to be trees, there's going to be houses, everything you've seen in Ferenken, in the TV series, it's all there. It's down to most incredible detail, down to tiny details like doorknobs.
Yeah, I've seen the art. It's just, even the undercarriages of the cars are fully textured. Just amazing work there. Even the tones on the art there is just very, very nice.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of the work coming in from DJBREIT, but we didn't see a lot of KJ's work. Has that been steadily flowing in, or?
I've already commissioned KJ to do some more work on the character arts, and see, obviously the character art is obviously much more longer to draw. You have to basically pencil it, then you have to digitize it, you have to add all this ink, the color, and all that sort of stuff to it. DJBREIT, he excels in his background art more frequently because he's actually an engineer. He uses Animation Master to this, which is sort of similar to the software that he uses to design houses. You know, he designs houses and buildings for a living, you see. So we couldn't have got a better guy to do this stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's why he's more frequent in updating his stuff.
Let's jump to the plot right now. So what kind of spoilers can you offer us about Ranma's declaration of motherhood? Like, what can people expect?
Well, one of the things that we really did want to get right was obviously the characterization and the continuity and all that sort of stuff. Like, you've read many fan fiction on the internet where they do something wrong or do something that contradicts earlier events. You know, how can you say, why is Hinako here? He did when everyone else knows that. Sorry, when everyone else thinks that the Pigtail Girl and Ranma are two different people. She showed up after that happened. You know, so we studied the manga completely. You know, we studied the manga. We watched every episode of the anime. We made sure we studied the script entirely. We made sure that we didn't do anything to contradict either project. And as far as characterization goes, obviously there's been a whole lot of Ranma pregnancy fan fiction on the internet, and to say the least, some of it's alright, some of it's very disappointing. You know, like they get the characterization wrong. They just throw in. They take too many liberties with Ranma's character just to get him pregnant, right? And then there's always the, if you read there's always the plot device, what they try to do to get Ranma pregnant in the first place. Like there's always either rape or some,
which is not funny.
Obviously not. It's either rape or it's some love potion or sex drug to get him in the sack, or it's Ranma falling in love with a guy, which obviously, you know,
not in his character.
Not in his character. The father is usually either yoga or Kuno, although there was this one fanfic which featured Ranma agreeing to be the surrogate mother for a Kane when she couldn't even carry the baby, but that's beside the point really. So basically what we wanted to do was we wanted to keep this in character as possible. We didn't do anything that would jeopardize it. And remember, of course, Rumiko Takahashi herself, she stated in an interview when asked, hey, can Ranma get pregnant? She said, her exact words was, I don't think about that, and neither should you. So obviously, that's a bit of a major undertaking when you're taking a character off limits like that. You know, trying to keep it in character, trying to keep it, you know, as faithful to the manga and the anime as possible. But I think what we've done is a pretty good job. We've got basically it's Ranma getting pregnant, right, and coming to terms with what's she gonna do now. You know, like how is she gonna tell her mom? You know, like obviously, you know. Be a man among men or commit seppuku. You know? Oh yeah, I'm pregnant, what am I going to do now?
How's she going to hide that?
Yeah, especially the kid. Yeah. And obviously there's a whole lot of misadventures along the way. You know, like people, you know, her surrounding characters either trying to support her or exploit the pregnancy or upstage her or whatever, you know. And it's basically Ranma trying to overcome all those obstacles, trying to find the right time to basically break it gently to her mother and, you know, avoid committing seppuku.